Well, we are reading the tea leaves in the San Jose housing market, and just as the groundhog comes out of its burrow every February to see if it can spot its shadow, we're looking at leading indicators from January and February to see how cold and vicious a home buying season we're going to have in 2025. Good news for buyers, new listings are up. Very bad news for buyers, pending sales are up astronomically. What does that tell us about what's in store for the rest of the year? That's the question we're answering in today's San Jose Real Estate Update for February 18th, 2025. I'm Jon Schwartz, California's 1% homebuyer agent. Moving forward, I'll be posting these San Jose market updates every other week, so subscribe and stay tuned to stay on top of the market. And visit me at jonsch.com to learn how you can save, on average, $21,780 on your next home purchase in San Jose, where every dollar counts, am I right? That's jonsch.com. Now let's get into the data. And we're looking at the latest weekly print from Redfin for the San Jose metro market. Right now we're looking at median sale price. The green line represents this year, 2025, the orange line last year, 2024, the blue line 2023, etc. The median sale price of a home in San Jose this week was $1.452 million. That's a $16K bounce back from last week after a $60K decline from the beginning of the year. Let me make this look like a 6. Now, if prices continue to rise, this will represent a somewhat early trough. Usually prices in San Jose bottom out 1, 2, or 3 weeks later. Now we're looking at new listing median price. This is the median price at which new listings came to market in San Jose this week. This week we were flat at $1,464,000 for new listings coming to market. That is after a growth from the start of the year of $170,000, which seems like a lot, and of course is a lot, but as you'll notice, rapid list price growth at the beginning of the year is pretty standard. Now, if this plateau holds, this will represent a very early plateau. Prices do begin to plateau at some point most years, not until a little bit later in the season. Of course, we're still not up to last year's spring list price numbers. There's really no reason to expect that prices will be lower this year than last year. So I think in the weeks ahead, we'll see this number continue to rise up and crest over last year's numbers. Now we're looking at the number of new listings that came to market this week in San Jose, that number being 298, which represents a 30% growth over the number of new listings that came to market the same period last year. And that is awesome. We can really see that new listings is beginning to tear away from our numbers from last year. And that's good news for buyers. The more listings coming to market in San Jose, the more inventory there will be, the less competition there will be for each individual home. And that will introduce downward pressure on pricing, which San Jose could definitely use. However, now we're looking at pending sales. And if we thought that new listings was breaking away from last year's numbers, look at what is happening to our pending sales metric. We are now at 266 pending sales for this week, which represents an 81% year-over-year growth over last year. I mean, look at this. Look at that gap from this year to last year, and look at the trajectory of this line. I mean, that is remarkable. With so many homes going pending, what we're seeing is that more homes are coming to market, and they are immediately being pulled off of market and put under contract. This is bad news for home buyers. This is very bad news for home buyers. Fortunately, though, active listings still remains higher than this time last year. We are at 1,254 active listings on the San Jose market. That's 14% more than the same period last year. That's great that there are more listings, but as we just saw in our pending sales metric, there's a lot of appetite for these listings. So what's important to look at is not just the number of listings on the market, but the weeks of supply metric, which we'll go to now. And this week, our weeks of supply is at 9.7 weeks. That's half a week more than we had this time last year. So technically speaking, and these are data points, so it's all technical, there's actually slightly more supply on the San Jose market right now than there was the same week last year. The buying conditions for home buyers should be slightly better than they were this time last year. However, with pending sales having grown so much over last year's numbers in just the last week or two, I think we're going to see this supply number sharply go down and perhaps drop under last year's numbers, which in other words translates into more competitive circumstances for home buyers this year than home buyers last year. This week, I want to take a visit to the off-market in 2 weeks metric. This week, 75.2% of homes on the San Jose market went off-market, went into contract in 2 weeks or less. That is 5.1% more than this time last year. 2 points here. One, it is remarkable that 3 out of 4 homes in the San Jose market go pending in 2 weeks or less. This metric is so high in San Jose. San Jose truly is, I think, the most competitive, most difficult market for home buyers in the state, which probably makes it the most difficult market for home buyers in the country. And secondly, of course, I just want to note that we are slightly above the level we were at this same week last year. Slightly more homes are going off market in 2 weeks or less than this time last year. But at the same time, right now we're looking at the percent of active listings that have experienced a price drop. And as you can see, this metric has exploded this year. This week, 2.9% of homes on the San Diego market had a price drop. Now, that's not huge, but this same time a year ago, 1% of homes on the market had experienced a price drop. So again, these are small numbers, but we have 3 times as many homes as last year on the San Jose market experiencing a price drop. So even though things look bad for home buyers in San Jose, and I can tell you from experience that there are opportunities out there. 3 times as many opportunities as this time last year. And to snatch up these opportunities, you got to be quick. To be quick, you have to be informed. And to be informed, check out my 2025 California Homebuyers Guide with everything you need to know to be an informed California homebuyer this year. I'll see you in 2 weeks.